I've been gone for a minute, I've been back in the shadows. Bet people are talking, probably wondering where'd he go. I kinda disappeared, yeah that's true. What's it to you? I've been cruising them back roads and crossing them oceans. I've been off of that map, oh I was going. I've been gone long enough. Now I'm coming back. 'Cause I ain't done living and I ain't done loving, but I don't have no regrets. And I ain't done dreaming, I ain't done growing, I ain't done singing yet. Well, I got people to see, still got a lot of places to go. I got a lot that needs learning. There's so much I want to know, and it's never too late to get back to it. So let's get back to it. 'Cause I ain't done living, no, I ain't done loving, but I don't have no regrets. And I ain't done dreaming, I ain't done growing, I ain't done singing yet. Well, if you feel me, if you're with me, if you feel that fire burning, then you ain't done living, you ain't done loving. No reason for hanging on to regret. And you ain't done dreaming, you ain't done scheming, like I ain't done singing yet. And I ain't done living, no, I ain't done. I ain't done singing yet. I ain't done singing yet.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another live broadcast of Tunesday Tuesday with yours truly, Boston Chris. You are listening to Jon Brennan, our special guest for this week here on Tunesday Tuesday. And Jon was a last-minute addition as we had a cancellation yesterday due to the holidays and gigging out there, which is great. And I hope to have Courtney back on the show in the future. A little bit about Jon here tonight. He is a fabulous country singer, born in Waukesha, Wisconsin. He is originally from his hometown of Owensboro, Kentucky. He is considered the 8th ever reality TV star ever. From the MTV show The Real World Los Angeles, which aired in 1993. He's also been on the MTV shows Road Rules, The Challenge, and also on Paramount Plus's The Real World Homecoming more recently. Jon has toured extensively with acts such as Alabama, George Jones, Kenny Chesney, Tim McGraw, Shenandoah, Neil McCoy, Eddie Rabbitt, Marty Stewart, Diamond Rio, Joe Diffie, Ronnie Millsap, just to name a few. He's performed on the Grand Ole Opry. He has a podcast with one of his fellow Real World contestants, Beth. The podcast is called Getting Real with Jon and Beth. We're going to talk about that today. And he is going to be releasing the world launch of his brand new single, which is called Tell Me There Ain't a God. And we're going to be playing that song live here for the first time ever, anywhere, tonight. We are super excited to bring to you Mr. Jon Brennan. Let's get to the interview with him and talking about him and his song, guys.
How we doing?
Not too bad. How are you doing tonight, my friend?
Merry Christmas.
Same to you. So I was just telling everybody through my intro that you are a last-minute replacement, but first of all, I gotta thank you big time for stepping up for us tonight, my dude.
Well, I thank you for the invitation. I was just watching your live stream here on Facebook or something, and I heard you playing my my first radio single. I ain't done singing yet. Thank you for that.
Of course. And that was your debut single. What was that like, man, after so long in the business, just releasing a debut single so recently, really?
You know, it was crazy. I've been singing country music for 40 years. Okay.
Right.
I'm 50 years old. So, you know, back when I was 18, I was on television and I came back to Nashville, got a record deal, opened for all these big stars. And then the record label signed Trace Adkins. And they dropped me when they signed him. And so I still tear up a little when I hear Honky-Tonk, Badonk. I know it's not a Christmas song, and here it is Christmas Eve. I'm dropping the Badonk, but yeah, so, you know, I was
It's not like you can just fight him either, right? Because Trace is like 8 feet tall. So, like,
well, I got to be honest with you. I'm a big old boy myself. I see eye to eye with old Trace.
Okay,
actually.
there you go.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, he's a super nice guy. Actually.
Yeah.
Very, very nice guy. But anyway, yeah, I mean, so I never put out a record. And then about 4 years ago, I was literally in the shower. I was living in Alabama, and I was having this conversation with myself. And I said, well, I guess you're done singing country music. I mean, you kind of dropped that and left Nashville. And I kind of got angry with myself. I said, no, you ain't done singing yet. And I thought, well, there's my comeback song. So I wrote that song, and that was my first radio single after you know, having left Nashville for about 20 years.
And that was a couple years ago, right? Like 22 or 23?
22 or maybe even 21, actually. Yeah.
Okay. So, yeah, a huge late start with actually recording and writing music. So how did that kind of prepare you for the recording side of things and releasing music now? I mean, first of all, it's going to be pretty exciting, right? Like, I mean,
I'm excited.
Yeah, done so much, and now you get your own songs out there with your name on them, and they're good songs too.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I think they are.
Yeah.
I think they are. Well, I mean, I've been a country music fan since 1980. I mean, I remember in the car asking my dad, who's that singer? I like him. It was George Strait. I mean, he was brand new.
Mm-hmm.
And then, you know, I came to Nashville when I was 18 in 1992. And then, you know, I got cast onto an MTV reality show, which no one knew what a reality show was. I hadn't even named it yet. Mm-hmm. And I took a lot of detours. And then I went into ministry, actually. I was a youth pastor, led music in churches all over the States, and a missionary in East Africa. And you know, I just never really accomplished my goals of being a singer. So I'd done a lot of singing and performing, and I've done some recording, but I just never had really pulled the trigger or had a team pull the trigger for me to release songs to the mainstream public. And it's kind of strange because I've been in Nashville, in and out of Nashville for 32 years. But I just kind of put my foot down and said, hey, if no one's going to help me put this out, I'm going to put it out myself. Well, the business has changed so much. You can actually do that so much easier.
Yeah.
In the 1990s, you had to have a record company to put your music out, or you weren't heard. Now, you know, you got to remember, when did you start using the internet? When did you start having a phone that had the internet on it? It was, you know, late 90s. You were kind of a happening dude if you had one. There weren't smartphones until like what, 2003?
Yeah, it was the early 2000s. It's crazy because your career is kind of backwards in a way if you think of it, because like
not kind of so much.
It is definitely backwards. Like you've got millions of views on YouTube for something other than music. You've toured and opened for acts from Alabama to Ronnie Millsap, all these legendary artists. You've performed on the Grand Ole Opry. You've been all over the world. You've been all over TV and film. Yeah. You have a podcast. You've done all of this stuff prior to releasing your first single. And
isn't that crazy?
It's usually the other way around. Usually you release the music and then all the rest of the stuff happens after that.
Yeah, I tend to do things backwards in life. I was country when country wasn't cool. I was MTV kind of before it was cool, or really after it was cool, maybe some would argue. But when I met Ronnie Millsap, I was opening for him at a huge festival called the Jamboree in the Hills. And his sons brought me over to him and said, Dad, this is the guy that, you know, that's on the show with the country singer that's on The Real World. And Ronnie Millsap stuck his hand out. He said, oh man, we love you at my house. I can't say I've ever seen it. Yeah. I'm like, I don't know what to say. This legend is making cracks at me. And he couldn't have been sweeter. And I love his music. But yeah, I mean, you'd be surprised how many of the big star, like Kim Kardashian used to watch us on TV.
Yeah.
You know, And so you're welcome. We inspired the Kardashians.
There you go. And I got to tell you, Ronnie Millsap has some of the best blind jokes on the planet. Just so we're clear, I've heard them
so funny.
personally from him. So,
Yeah.
when I tell a blind joke and it came from Ronnie, I always say, "Look, Ronnie Millsap told me that joke, and that makes it okay."
He's a funny guy. He's a great singer, and
Yeah.
a legendary singer, and a heck of a nice guy.
Absolutely. So, do you have plans for a record? I know you have a couple of singles out that you've led up to, and you've got tonight's as well that we're going to chat about. But are you planning to compile all this into a collection?
Sure. I mean, when you're doing things yourself, you're funding yourself, so it's real expensive to go and do 10 songs at a time. So, I've got a couple songs that are recorded that I still going to go back in and do the vocals on when I scrounge up the money and the funding to do so.
Mm-hmm.
But really, the business has changed so much. Nobody goes and buys a 10-song vinyl album or CD or anything. They want to stream the song that they like on Spotify.
Right.
So, eventually we'll just collect them all and say, well, here's 10 and we'll call it an album. But really, we're back in the singles business.
Well, we're country music fans, though. The other side of the coin to that is, having kind of that ethereal journey through a record, where one song kind of led into other songs on the record. I know that you're familiar with that, having been an early country music fan. I feel like that's lost with the digitized age now, the way music is, and how singles are just produced every 3 months or whatever. You don't get that connection from song to song anymore. You know what I mean?
I agree. I love the old way, but I have been encouraged to embrace the new way. It's not going away. Now it's we use words that we never used before 10 or 12 years ago, like how many Spotify followers do you have? How many TikTok followers do you have? I don't remember Garth Brooks or Vince Gill getting up and saying, "Oh, I'm so thankful for this award. My algorithm sure has lined up."
Yeah, the newest thing that I'm seeing too is like, how many playlists are you on? Like,
This is the game. The game's changed, and the business has changed, and the way consumers want to listen to country music has changed. And so, we're just kind of going with it.
Do you feel like as an indie artist that helps you though, because now you don't really have to. You don't have to sit and record an entire record at one time. You can kind of focus on the singular aspect of it. And in that fashion, you can kind of go slower with your raising of the funds for each song.
And that's exactly where it helps. When you have a big record label paying for everything, they want to go in and knock it out.
Yep.
And when you're paying for it yourself, or you have private investors, that money trickles in, and so you have enough for a song or two at a time. And it is a different journey for the listener. But you and I are remembering the old days when you'd go listen to a record, an album start to finish, and now the kids, they just they're really looking for that viral song, and that really not even an entire song.
Yeah,
but
it's more of
those 12 seconds
soundbite. Yeah, more of a, not even a chorus really. It's just a line or two,
that they're going to do a TikTok dance to.
Yep, exactly right. It's crazy how there are artists out there that are, their singular purpose is to try to find that TikTok moment, that viral moment. And then try to build outward from that. And it does work to some extent on some artists. There's dozens of artists I've found that way that I love. So, I get it. So let's talk about the podcast. You're also a podcaster, Getting Real with Jon and Beth. Tell us about this.
Yeah, I mean, so if you're like me, you're like, hey, I've heard the word podcast. What is that? Well, there used to be this thing called iPods, which they kind of came and went. It's basically a radio show that you stream and listen to whenever you want to. But it's, it might be on your laptop or on your phone. But at one point it was on an iPod, and the old, you'll remember this term. Remember Walkmans?
Yep, I do.
The cassette and then the CD.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
But
Walkman,
I have a roommate.
Discman.
Yeah, Discman. I have a roommate that was on The Real World with me, and her name is Beth. If you've been familiar with the MTV shows, The Challenge and The Real World, Beth has always wanted to do a podcast with me. She went out and bought all the equipment and said, Jon, she lives in Los Angeles, and she said, we can do this over Zoom. We can do this over the internet. We don't have to be in the same state. And then not long after I rekindled my career here, every single person in the music business, including my manager, my record label, said, you need to do a podcast. And look here, I've got a podcast studio right here. The exact same equipment that Beth had purchased, I had available to me there in his studio. And I had 3 or 4 other people say, you've got to be podcasting. You've got a story. You're great at, on the mic and, with the gab. And I said, I can't do this without Beth because she'll kill me. She's literally been asking me for 10 years. So we started a podcast called Getting Real with Jon and Beth. And we have guests anywhere from, reality stars to Shooter Jennings, who's the son of Jesse Coulter and Waylon Jennings. And he's now a Grammy Award winning record producer. And actually, we became good friends because he contacted me over Instagram and said, "Hey man, I'm a big fan of you."
Oh, you're gonna have to hook a brother up, man. Come on now.
He has been a wonderful friend, and I said, "Shooter, you got to understand something, bud. I sing country music because my father loved your father. That's the reason I sing country music." And both of our fathers now are in heaven, and Shooter and I are borderline best friends.
Nice. So I have interviewed Shooter's uncle Terry. And I have interviewed Shooter's cousin Way.
Okay.
But I've never had the opportunity to chat with Shooter.
Well, he is the nicest, most approachable person, which, from his appearance and from his legendary, just reputation and family reputation. And Dad, you wouldn't think he was the sweetest guy on earth, but he's like,
doesn't
Jon,
surprise me at all because I have met his fam. So yeah, it doesn't surprise me at all.
He is the sweetest thing.
I love that. So how often is your show put out?
Every single Monday.
Wow.
We have 68 episodes. We're just over a year old. And even last year's Christmas Day was on a Monday. And we have not missed it. It's real important to be consistent.
Continuity is important. Yep.
Here you are on Christmas Eve. Mm-hmm. And so, your listeners want to know that, hey, are we having it because it's a holiday? You know what? We're having it.
Yeah, you understand.
So
I'm going to be
every
here
single
regardless.
Monday.
Yep.
Every single Monday at 8 a.m. on the West Coast, which is 11 o'clock on the East Coast. And it's everywhere that there are podcasts, Spotify, iTunes, Apple, everywhere that there is a podcast availability. Getting Real with Jon and Beth. It's a fun 45 minutes every Monday.
So y'all make sure you're checking that out. We'll make sure that's in the description. This is a live broadcast, but I also put the replay and the interview out separately on YouTube afterwards. So this will be available forever on YouTube. So you guys check that out in the description.
Things live forever on the internet.
That's
I learned this on reality TV. The things you say when you're 18 years old.
What you say,
on MTV,
that's right. Yep.
The things you tweet, they stay there.
Yep, it's no lie. I'll tell you the truth, man. I did a thing in junior high. It was like just some kind of like project for junior high history or something like that. And somehow that made it on the internet in like 2020, 2021, something like that. And I was like, oh my gosh, somebody found that. Like, holy crap.
Yeah.
I've been podcasting since 2016.
Wow.
So before, like, I'm the dinosaur of podcasting.
Before it was cool.
Way before it was cool. So all told, I've done like 5 or 6 different shows along the way. And I think we're like maybe a dozen or so episodes from hitting 400 total.
Wow.
Yeah. So
it's really fun. I mean, like this, what we're doing right now is just a lot of fun. The hard part, as you know, is scheduling people and filling in when people drop out.
Researching.
Yep. Technology. Yep. Hey, I hope this link works. No, this doesn't work with this browser. You got to use this browser.
And I'll keep it real. Like with the last minute nature of this, I was removing and changing out graphics literally 30 seconds before I hit the live button. I forgot that I had scheduled a post for Instagram, and the Instagram post still had the old graphics on it. And I thought of it just before I hit the live button. I was like, oh my gosh. But I think I took care of it. I'll check afterwards. But yeah, let's talk about the reason why you are here, the brand new song. Again, guys, I can't say this enough, man. Jon has really helped us out a lot here tonight, not just by filling in, but this is the world premiere of his brand new single. The song is called Tell Me That There Ain't a God, and you think that this might be the one for you, right? Tell us about it.
Yeah, I mean, to say that this is a brand new song is even premature. It's not out yet. You are the first one to ever talk to me about this song or to consider playing it. This song is one of those showstopper songs. Like when you hear it, you'll stop in your tracks because the lyrics are just that good. The melody's just that good. I'm a song person. I've been in love with music my whole life. And if I heard this song on the radio, I would tell everybody, be quiet and we got to listen, turn this up, because the words are so phenomenal. I've literally had this conversation with dozens and dozens of people. And I feel like this song was written for me to sing. I did not write it. But one of the songwriters is a guy named Greg Barnhill, who country music fans will know his name because he wrote a lot of hits that you're familiar with, like Trisha Yearwood's song that she did with Don Henley, Walk Away Joe. I mean, just a monster song. It's one of those songs that you gotta turn it up and listen to every line, because it's just like, wow, what a song. And this song, Tell Me That There Ain't a God, he wrote with two other folks, and want to make sure I give them credit too. Stephen Mark Pash and Thomas Harrison Tillman Jr. And man, I heard it, and they said, well, the thing about this song is it's available if you like it, but it hasn't always been available. You see, Tim McGraw had it on hold. When an artist like Tim McGraw puts a song on hold, it means no one else can consider recording it. The songwriters and the publishers are not going to grant permission to anyone else to actually record it and put it out there. So it became available because Tim McGraw just decided, you know what, it kind of sounds like Live Like You Were Dying, or, a couple other of his monster hits. And they said, wow, we love this song, we're not going to record it. And so it became available. And I stopped in my tracks. I said, that song was written for me to sing. There's a reason that Tim McGraw didn't record it after, so many albums, and after having it on hold. And it's about two men that sit on an airplane. And they're strangers. One guy turns to the other guy and sees his Bible that he's reading and goes, oh man, there ain't a God. There ain't a God. And that's really the truth. You see, I had a sister that died. I've never seen any miracles. And then the guy goes, well, dude, there's a miracle everywhere you look, like the breath you just took and the way your heart just beat, and the fact that we're sitting in this airplane and we're not crashing to the ground. And man, if you don't believe in miracles, there's actually one sitting right next to you. It's me. I'm a miracle. And it's a great song. It's a stop you in your tracks song. And I fell in love with it. It's actually my best studio performance. I've done a lot of recording, but I don't feel like I've performed a song vocally as good as I performed this song. And I can't wait for the world. We just did a music video to it that hasn't even been edited. Mm-hmm. I told the editor, look, it's Christmas. It's going to be there afterwards. Enjoy Christmas, and we'll get to it afterwards. So the video has not even been completed. We're done shooting it, but the song's been done since many months, and we've just been sitting on it.
This is my 8th week doing the show. This is the first song I will be playing not on YouTube. This song is not on YouTube. It's not on Spotify. This song is nowhere. The only place you guys will be able to hear this song is right here tonight. You mentioned stopping your tracks, and that really that's a good way to put it, because there are songs out there that you're listening to the song and they just give you chills. They make your breath to catch in a way, and this song is one like that. And there was another song that it reminded me of, and the stories in the songs are different. And you may not even know what song I'm referring to. It's called One Last Time, or One. Let me make sure I have it right. It was released in 2003. It was called One Last Time. Yeah, it was by Dusty Drake, and it was about the 9/11 crash. Wow. If you remember the song, but it was one of those stop in your track songs, and again, it had the theme of being on an airplane too. Obviously, different stories and different plots to the song, but it reminded me of that, hair standing on edge kind of song. If you don't know the song, you should definitely check it out, John.
Yeah, sure will.
It's called One Last Time by Dusty Drake, but I'm excited about this one too. Again, you're right. Like, everything can be viewed as a miracle. And of course, I feel like just the things that human beings can do nowadays is miraculous, as opposed to 50 years ago, 100 years ago, 300 years ago, right?
Yeah. Sure. And, I was, when I was on MTV on a reality show, before they even knew what a reality show was, they picked me because I wore a cowboy hat and sang country music, and I was young, from Kentucky. Yep. What they found out pretty quickly was I was pretty grounded in my faith. And when I got discouraged in Nashville and country music, what I ended up doing was ministry. and youth ministry and leading music in churches. And I went to Africa and did a lot of mission work. But I've had this conversation a million times. That's why I didn't write this song, but I really identify with it, because I've had a lot of conversations where it goes, man, I just have a hard time believing. And I'm like, man, you just took a breath. Like, who told you to take a breath? Who provided the air for you to take that breath? I mean, here we are on Christmas Eve. Yep. Yeah, and we're celebrating the coming of Jesus tonight on Christmas Eve. I mean, everything is a miracle, and just we're fragile creatures. We're walking, talking miracles, and I just think that this song, it represents a conversation I've had about 1,000 times with people going, man, I want to believe, but I've had bad things happen to me, and it's like we've all had bad things happen. They're going to continue to happen, by the way, but man, your heart just beat, and that's a miracle.
Well, Jon, thank you again very much for being here with me tonight, sharing this song with everybody out there. Let me know when the video is out as well, and I'll make sure that gets into the description, because that's the other beautiful thing about the internet. You can
be edited.
You can edit it later, right?
Hey, thanks for having me, and to your listeners, I'm on social media. I'm on Spotify. Please give me a follow. Instagram, TikTok, at jonbrennan.com. And I sure appreciate you playing the record tonight.
And we do have your @ on the screen as well. It's at Jon Brennan Country on Facebook, and I think it's at jonbrennan.com on Instagram. So make sure you guys are following him in both of those places. Check out the website. Follow along with everything Jon has going on. He's a busy guy, and we're just super blessed to have you on tonight again. Thanks for your time, my man.
Merry Christmas. Thank you.
Same to you, sir. All right, guys, we are going to play the brand new song from Jon Brennan. The world premiere of this song is going to be right here tonight. If you are watching on YouTube later on and you're only seeing the interview portion of this, make sure you click the replay in the description below if you want to hear all the great songs that we're going to play tonight, including this great song from Jon Brennan. Once again, this is Tell Me There Ain't a God. Enjoy.
I was sitting next to a guy on a plane, flying back from LA. We were having ourselves the usual conversation. When he saw my book and said out of the blue, he said, there ain't no God, and that's the truth. You see, my sister died while my mom and dad were praying. And all this talk about Jesus saves and eternal life beyond the grave, well, to me, that's just a bunch of bad religion. And he said, I ain't never seen no miracles. I said, yes, you have. There's a million in this world, like the way your heart beats in your chest. You take one breath and then the next, and this big blue ball spins in the sky. There's a reason that we all don't fly right off of it, and you can't see love but you feel it. And the fact we're here at 30,000 feet and we don't up and drop, tell me that there ain't a God. Like some religious guy, but there's more to me than meets the eye. See, there's some things about me you ought to be knowing. You see, I battle with demons and I still fight, and I even almost took my own life, but someone saved me from the hell where I was going. So if you don't believe in amazing grace, there's a miracle right next to you, sitting in 3A. Can't you feel your heart beat in your chest? And you take one breath and then the next, and this big blue ball spins in the sky. There's a reason that we all don't fly right off of it, and you can't see love but you feel it. And the fact we're here at 30,000 feet, having this talk, tell me that there ain't a God. about the wonders of this life. There's as many as the stars up in the sky. Like the way your heart beats in your chest. You take one breath and then the next, and this big blue ball spins in the sky. There's a reason that we all fly right off of it, and you can't see love but you feel it. And the simple fact that you sat right next to me, oh, it wasn't love. Tell me that there ain't a God. Tell me that there ain't a God. Look around and tell me that there ain't a God. Believe me now that there's a God.
All right, guys, let's get into the music once again with my buddy Stefan Prigmore. This is my favorite song by Stefan. This is called The Winter Song. I hope you guys enjoy it.
Hope that heater's gonna hold. It's barely Christmas, yeah, she's coughing like a troll. Just like Granny, now I can't stand the cold. I hope that heater's gonna hold. Hope these seeds are gonna take. It's a lot of work we've been planning for 3 damn days. If they don't grow, skinny spring it will make. I hope every seed I plant will take. A little heat, a little hope, yeah, it could help me lift this load. There's a doe by the poplar tree, blessing for our freezer. Lord, she's so pretty on her feet. I blow her lungs out and I say a prayer for peace. A pile of meat by the poplar tree. Now I'm sharpening up my knives. Lord, how this winter stripped the sweetness from our lives. Can a stranger still find hunger in my eyes? Yeah, I'm sharpening up my knives. Lord, give me hope. Shore me up against this cold.
That is Stefan Prigmore with the winter song, live here on Tunesday Tuesday. As we missed earlier, I'm going to reread this, guys. On December 24th, 1923, that was 101 years from today, President Calvin Coolidge touches a button and lights up the very first national Christmas tree to grace the White House grounds. Now, not only was this the first White House community Christmas tree, but it was the first to be decorated with electric lights. A strand of 2,500 red, white, and green bulbs. The balsam fir came from Coolidge's home state of Vermont and stood 48 feet tall. Now, several musical groups performed at the tree lighting ceremony, including the Epiphany Church Choir and the U.S. Marine Band. Later that night, President Coolidge and First Lady Grace were treated to carols sung by members of Washington, D.C.'s First Congregational Church. According to the White House Historical Association, President Benjamin Harrison was the first president to set up an indoor Christmas tree for his family and visitors to enjoy in 1889. That tree was decorated with ornaments and candles. Now, in 1929, First Lady Lou Henry Hoover oversaw what would become an annual tradition of decorating the indoor White House tree. Since then, each First Lady's duties have included the trimming of the official White House tree. Coolidge's inauguration of the first outdoor national Christmas tree initiated a tradition that has been repeated with every administration ever since. In 1981, President Ronald Reagan began another custom by authorizing the very first official White House ornament, copies of which were made available for purchase. The tradition of Christmas, rather. All right, guys, we have our first request that has come in, and that is going to be Dominick the donkey. This is a great Christmas song. He wants the Lou Monte version, so we will do that. If you are watching on Twitch, you are more than welcome to request the song tonight in the Twitch chat. And we will definitely play it within reason, again, as long as it's not hateful or offensive in any way. But yes, here is Lou Monte, the Dominick the Donkey. Enjoy.
Hey, jingity-jing, it's Dominick the Donkey, jingity-jing, the Italian Christmas donkey, la la la, la 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 la. La 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 da. Santa's got a little friend, his name is Dominick, the cutest little donkey, you'll never see him kick. When Santa visits his paisans with Dominick he'll be, because the reindeer cannot climb the hills of Italy. Hey, jingity-jing, it's Dominick the donkey, jingity-jing, the Italian Christmas donkey. La 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 da. Jingle bells around his feet and presents on the sled. Hey, look at the Mayor's Derby on top of Dominick's head. A pair of shoes for Louis and a dress for Josephine. The label on the inside says they're made in Brooklyn. Hey, jingity-jing, it's Dominick the donkey, jingity-jing, the Italian Christmas donkey. La 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 la. La 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 da. Children sing and clap their hands and Dominick starts to dance. They talk Italian to him and he even understands. Kumaras and kumbaras do they dance ad arandel. When Santa Nicola comes to town and brings Ujucharil. Hey, jingity-jing, it's Dominick the donkey, jingity-jing, the Italian Christmas donkey. La 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 la. Hey, Dominick, what another.
All right, Dominick the Donkey live on Tunesday Tuesday. Thank you so much for the request, I appreciate that very, very much. Guys, the Oregon city of Bend has told its residents to stop sticking googly eyes on its statues. Now! That's right, the city has spent $1,500 on removing googly eyes from 7 of the 8 sculptures that has impacted. A council in the U.S. Has asked its residents to stop doing this. The comedy eyes have appeared on statues and murals around the city of Bend, which has caused a viral sensation. While the googly eyes placed on the various art pieces around town might give you a chuckle, it costs money to remove them with care to not damage the art, the city said in posts on social media. It would cost $0 to leave them on, replied one Facebook user, while another praised the artwork's additions. My daughter and I went past the Flaming Chicken today and shared the biggest laugh, she said, using a nickname for the Phoenix Rising sculpture. Only in America will googly eyes make the art more palatable. Am I right? Am I right? Let's get back into the music with a friend of mine's newest Christmas song. Actually, I don't know if this is her newest song or not, but she is known as the Queen of Christmas, and she has loads of Christmas songs. She's been on the Boston Chris podcast. This is my buddy Megan Barker, and the song is called Counting on Christmas.
Yeah, I just got here. They're throwing some kind of party tonight, and I'm just supposed to clean up a little, and then I'll be on my way to you. Okay, see you soon. Hello.
See us walking in the snow. We're sipping cocoa, mini marshmallows. 'Tis the season for believing. I can feel your arms around me tight. Fireside on a December night. I've been dreaming you're gonna lean in. I'm counting on Christmas. Only thing on my list is that this little spark between our two hearts turns into a flame. I need some mistletoe magic to help me get happy. I hope Santa's listening. You're the reason I'm counting on Christmas. Only thing on my list is that this little spark between our two hearts turns into a flame. I need some mistletoe magic to help me get happy. I hope Santa's listening. I'm counting on Christmas. Oh yeah. 'Tis the season for believing. I'm counting on Christmas. I can see us walking in the only thing on my list is this little spark between our two hearts turns into a flame. little magic to help make it happen. I hope Santa's listening. I'm counting on Christmas. Santa, are you listening? I'm counting on Christmas. I'm counting on Christmas. I'm counting on Christmas.
I'm counting on Christmas from the one and only Miss Megan Barker here on Tunesday Tuesday. The Queen of Christmas has made an appearance here on the show. Thank you so much for that, Megan. I love her so much. She's such a cool artist and really super humble human being as well. Now, on this date, back in 1900, or rather 1851, a devastating fire at the Library of Congress in Washington, D.C. destroyed about 2/3 of its 55,000 volumes, including most of Thomas Jefferson's personal library, which was sold to the institution in 1815. Now, the Library of Congress was established in 1800 when President John Adams approved legislation that appropriated $5,000 to purchase such books as may be necessary for the use of Congress. The first books ordered from London arrived in 1801 and were stored in the U.S. Capitol, the library's first home. The first library catalog, which was dated in April of 1802, listed 964 volumes and 9 maps. 12 years later, the British Army invaded the city of Washington and burned the Capitol, including the 3,000-volume Library of Congress. The Library of Congress has seen its share of fires over the years, y'all. Yeah, and as we all know, fire, not idiocy, is the biggest enemy of books. We know that. We know that. Guys, let's get back into the music with a friend of mine's song. He wrote this song. This is actually Kenny Rogers performing the song, but my buddy Joe Doyle wrote this song, and that's why we're including it tonight. Joe requested that I play this tonight, and I'm going to do that because Joe is fabulous. This is Back to Bethlehem.
Why does it feel we walk in a world full of strangers? How did we stray so far from that miracle in the manger? When did we lose sight of that star?
You've earned this.
Why must we live lost in the dark? There's a light that shines within us, a humble gift for peace and forgiveness. On this Christmas night, let's follow the light back to Bethlehem. Relive the birth, witness the sweet joy of kindness, reach out in faith, cast off the bitterness that blinds us, find our way back to where it all began. Give of our hearts, let love be born again. There's a light that shines within us, a humble gift for peace and forgiveness. On this Christmas night, let's follow the light back to Bethlehem. rest assured, with every step we're taking, we'll believe in one another, one step closer to our Savior. There's a light that shines within us, a humble gift for peace and forgiveness. On this Christmas night, let's follow the light back to Bethlehem. On this Christmas night, let's follow the light back to Bethlehem.
As you can probably tell, my friend Joe is a fabulous, fabulous songwriter, of course. And speaking of something that's absolutely not fabulous whatsoever, a mother has sued toy company Mattel over a porn website that was printed on a Wicked doll packaging. The mother says her daughter accessed a porn website through a link on the packaging of a Wicked doll and saw photographs that caused, quote-unquote, emotional distress. The company released dolls of characters played by British actress Cynthia Erivo and U.S. singer Ariana Grande in the film version of the hit musical. But instead of featuring an address to the movie's website, a porn site sharing the name of the movie was mistakenly printed on the packaging. The mistake was spotted last month, and the dolls were recalled on November 11th. But a class action lawsuit has now been filed in federal court in Los Angeles. Court documents state Holly Ricketson from South Carolina gave a doll to her daughter, who then visited an adult entertainment website through the link. She said her child showed her hardcore photographs, and both were quote-unquote horrified by what they saw, suffering emotional distress. Let's get back into the music, guys. We are back to an East Texas awesome singer-songwriter with a brand new Christmas song as well. This one is called The Christmas Party by Meredith Crawford, who is one of my favorite vocalists here in East Texas. I know you guys will love her. She's been on the show here before, playing some of her song recently. Even last week, I think we might have played her. But here is The Christmas Party by Meredith Crawford.
Well, Merry Christmas, baby. I'm usually not that
right, that was Meredith Crawford with the Christmas Party, and hailing all the way from Tulsa, Oklahoma. We're going to move on to A Poor Kid Christmas by Casper, McWade, again, all the way from, or originally from Tulsa, Oklahoma. Y'all check it out. This is Poor Kid Christmas.
I see Grandma's house when I close my eyes. It was Christmas, 1985. We opened our presents on that patchwork floor, made of carpet samples from Montgomery wards. All my kin gathered round that tree. Didn't have much, but we had family. I didn't have gloves when we played outside, so I'd put socks on my hands and join the snowball fight. A pair of old bread sacks on my feet too, so my toes stayed dry inside those soggy shoes. Mama said, come on in now, it's dinner time. Then we bow our heads and close our eyes. Poor kid Christmas. There wasn't much under our tree, but there wasn't nothing we were missing. Poor kid Christmas. Those are the days I'm thankful for. I'd go back there in an instant to that poor kid Christmas. Grandpa napping in his easy chair, while the women wash the dishes in the silverware. A football game on the TV screen, my cousins and me playing quietly. Mama says, gather your things, son, it's time to go. I've never known a place that felt more like home. Poor kid Christmas. There wasn't much under our tree, but there wasn't nothing we were missing. Poor kid Christmas. Those are the days I'm thankful for. I'd go back there in an instant. Poor kid Christmas. To hear Grandma say, come hug my neck, you never know how much you'll miss it. It's a poor kid's Christmas. See Grandma's house when I close my eyes. It was Christmas, 1985.
Yes, sir, that's Casper McWade with Poor Kid Christmas. Another great song here on Tunesday Tuesday with yours truly, Boston Chris. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Moving on to one of my favorite bands here in Texas. They're called Backhand Sally. They were the very last guest that I had on the ETX Rock Show back in 2019. And this is their brand new Christmas song, literally brand new. This is called Snowing, Snowing. Enjoy.
Snowing, snowing, cold winds blowing, but it's nice and warm in here. And I've been waiting, anticipating my favorite time of year. Children's faces on expectations. There's twinkling lights on Christmas trees with festive decorations. And they fill my heart with peace and joy and season's jubilations. Snowing, snowing, the cold wind's blowing, but it's nice and warm in here. And I've been waiting, anticipating my favorite time of year. Candy canes and frosted snowmen and fireplaces glowing. Warm cocoa and mistletoe keep season's greetings flowing. They fill my heart with hope and love and keep my spirit glowing. Snowing, snowing, the cold wind's blowing, but it's nice and warm in here. And I've been waiting, anticipating my favorite time of year. There's presents wrapped in Santa's bag, so many joyful reasons. So raise a glass, it's here at last. It's time to tis the season. Love and peace and happiness are gifts that keep on giving. Snowing, snowing, the cold wind's blowing. It's nice and warm in here. I've been waiting, anticipating my favorite time of year. Snowing, snowing, the cold wind's blowing. It's nice and warm in here. I've been waiting, anticipating my favorite time of year. It's my favorite time of the year.
That was Backhand Sally with Snowing, Snowing. Awesome people, Ginger and Brock, awesome people. Love them. And guys, it all started with a child's accidental phone call to a secret U.S. Air Force number, and the rest is Christmas tradition history. The slip-up that started a 70-year-old festive tradition. In early December of 1955, the phone rang at an air base in Colorado Springs. The officers on watch that night of the Continental Air Defense Command, who were defending the skies above the U.S. and Canada, stiffened. You see, the Cold War was still in full swing and tensions were running high. The command's director of operations, Colonel Harry Shoup, answered the call. On the other end was a child's voice asking, "Is this Santa Claus?" Now, according to the colonel's daughter, Terry Van Kuren, now 75, her father initially thought it was a prank and replied, "I'm the commander of the Combat Alert Center. Who's this?" In response, the child started crying and asked if he was one of Santa's helpers. The colonel then decided to play along, replying that he was indeed Santa Claus and mustering a convincing ho, ho, ho. The surprise call started the nearly 70-year tradition of what's called the Santa Tracker, which allows children around the world to track the whereabouts of Father Christmas via a live stream and a phone line which is answered by volunteers. It is now run by CONAD's successor, the North American Aerospace Defense Command, otherwise known as NORAD. But how did a child seemingly get the phone number of a colonel in the U.S. Air Force? The American department store Sears had printed an advert in a local newspaper telling children they could call Santa, Terry explained. They had printed one digit wrong in the phone number, and it was Dad's top secret number. Colonel Shoup called the phone company and asked for a new number for his office. Meanwhile, the phone at CONAD was ringing off the hook, and Colonel Shoup told his staff they were to answer the calls as Santa Claus. In the story told by Terry, on December 24th that year, her parents arrived at the base to deliver cookies to those on duty, and found the military establishment unusually festive. Incredible. One missed number changed something into the better. Awesome stuff. Guys, let's move on to my buddy Bubba Keith with Let's Fall in Love for Christmas.
With all the hustle and bustle, the noise and the crowds, it's easy to forget what the season's about. Shopping for presents we can't really afford. Sometimes it's so stressful, it's no fun anymore. Let's fall in love for Christmas. Forget all those holiday blues. It's like Christmas Eve when you leave, darling. I love you. Cooking and cleaning, chasing the kids, a house full of people, babies throwing a fit. We love having family and friends in our home. Ain't it strange, even then, you can still feel alone. Let's fall in love for Christmas. Forget all those holiday blues. It's like Christmas Day whenever you say, darling, I love you. It seems like forever since we've shared a smile. Let's sneak away for just a little while. Put on our old records, turn down the lights. Let's make a toast to each other tonight. Find a secret place for our private dance. Still, 'tis the season, just right for romance. Let's fall in love for Christmas. Forget all those holiday blues. It's like a new year whenever you hear, darling, I love you, my darling, I love you.
What an absolutely gorgeous song from my buddy Bubba Keith, who has obviously very recently been on the Boston Chris podcast as well with his new band called Bubba with Sauce, with my other friend Mike Sauce on guitar. Just a phenomenal artist, really good singer, obviously, as you guys can tell. We're going to move on to somebody I've just recently learned of. I don't know where I learned of this song at all. I have slept since then, so I don't remember. But this is Carrie Welling, and this is a song called Believe. I've recently become friends with Carrie on social media, so this is a great song. I love the song. I think you guys will too. So I've decided to include it tonight. Enjoy.
People hanging up the stockings, Christmas carols in the square, snowmen on every corner. There's evergreen in the air, but I never caught the spirit. I just didn't feel it, but you make me believe. You make me see all the lights on the trees. Now I wanna dance under the mistletoe, make angels with you in the snow. 'Cause Christmas wasn't magic to me, but now I believe. Now we're decorating cookies, cuddled up by the fire, watching classics on the telly, wrapping presents till we're tired. It's like my heart grew 3 sizes when you looked me in the eyes, and you make me believe. You make me see all the lights on the trees. Now I wanna dance under the mistletoe, make angels with you in the snow. 'Cause Christmas wasn't magic to me, but now I believe. Oh, you make me believe. You make me see all the lights on the trees. Now I wanna dance under the mistletoe, make angels with you in the snow. 'Cause Christmas wasn't magic to me, but now I believe. You make me believe. You make me believe.
Gorgeous voice from Carrie Welling. The song is called Believe, and we have another request here on the Twitch tonight. We're going to go ahead and play some Pentatonics. This song is called Hallelujah. Again, guys, if you are checking us out in the future, we are on Twitch every Tuesday night at 8 p.m. with Tunesday Tuesday Central Standard Time, so come check us out. Request a song, share your favorite artists, even if you know them personally, we'd love to share them. And anyway, here is Pentatonics. The song is called Hallelujah. Enjoy. It's Hallelujah.
Thank you guys so much
Here
for watching
on
this video.
Tuesday Tuesday. Thank you for the request. I appreciate it very much. Let's get back into our scheduled music with an artist, I believe from Texas. I could be wrong. This is Chuck Wimer, or Wimer. Chuck Wimer. I bet you it's Wimer. With Honky-Tonk Christmas. I'm horrible at pronouncing names. If you guys do end up watching, please let me know the correct way to pronounce it in the comments below. But I'm going to go with Wimer. I think it's probably Wimer. Chuck Wimer with Honky-Tonk Christmas. Y'all enjoy.
I want a back road boot stomping down home, honky-tonk Christmas. All the family and the presents in the car, and we'll get on the way. We'll make sure we got lots of gas, stop at every Buc-ee's that we pass. But 35's gonna back up if we get out of here too late. It's a Lone Star packed car, travel far, holiday road trip. The whole dang house won't fit, but we'll still try. 'cause the kids are gonna be just fine as long as they can stay online. I want a back road boot stomping down home honky-tonk Christmas. And we're gonna have a real big tree with all the presents for friends and family. Feliz Navidad and old George Strait and kids on Santa's knee. Everyone together on Christmas Eve. And it's a back road boot stomping down home honky-tonk Christmas. That's where I wanna be. I want a back road boot stomping down home honky-tonk Christmas. They got snow up in Dallas and Houston's got too much rain. At home they're standing in the shade, sipping tea and lemonade. It's bikinis on the beach and barbecues in Port A. I want a hill country hoedown, small town Yuletide visit. Uncle Joe sipping on a shiner, sitting on the porch. And Rudolph better watch his back, where they're selling corn by the sack. 'Cause it's a back road boot stomping down home honky-tonk Christmas. Presents for friends and family. Feliz Navidad and old George Strait and kids on Santa's knee. Everyone together on Christmas Eve. And it's a back road boot stomping down home honky-tonk Christmas. That's where I wanna be. Lone Star is the only place for me. Merry Christmas, y'all.
Yes, Merry Christmas indeed. Honky-tonk Christmas from Chuck Wimer. I think it's probably Wimer, like pronounced like limer, like lime, wime. I'm going to go with that. I think it's probably Chuck Wimer now that I'm thinking about it. But it is time for our funny headlines of the week. And I've got 5 of them here that I think you guys will laugh about. Some of these headlines could be from tabloids. I don't know. Doesn't matter. They're still pretty dang funny. Like, overweight kids may not be eating enough, study says. It's true. It's true. Fire crews called after smoke seen in sky. Turned out to be cloud. Safety meeting ends in accident. That's unfortunate, really. Man who made love to pavements. He even had a go at an underpass. Britain's fattest woman ate fridge and died. And last but not least, caskets found as workers demolish mausoleum. You don't say. I would never have guessed that. Yeah, thank goodness for that. All right, guys, back to the music. We have one of my favorite artists right now. I'm so in love with her music and her sound. This is Willow Avalon, Save a Little Christmas. Enjoy.
Save a little Christmas, loving for me. You're the only present I want under my tree. Snow's falling and you're across the wire. So save a little Christmas, Christmas love for me. just checked my wish list, and you were on it twice. I've been a little naughty, but mostly I've been nice. Have been so lonesome, I hope you can make it right. So save a little Christmas, Christmas love tonight. All the couples dancing, their hearts aglow, makes me miss you more than you will ever know. And save a little Christmas loving for me. You're the only present I want under my tree. Snow's falling and you're across the wire. So save a little Christmas, Christmas love tonight. Save a little, save a little, save a little love tonight. Save a little, save a little, save a little love for me.
All right, born on this date in 1837, the Empress Consort of Austria, Elizabeth, was born in 1837. Of course, in 1905, on Christmas Eve, Howard Hughes, the famous American manufacturer, aviator, and motion picture producer. In 1922, the famous American actress Ava Gardner was born. In 1924, the Indian singer Mohammed Rafi was born. And on this date in 1973, only 3 years before me, might I add, the author of the famous series Twilight, Stephanie Meyer, came into the world once again in 1973. I'm excited to share with you guys a song from a friend of mine that I recently became friendly with and who just recently was also on my podcast. This is Ray Weaver, a song called Christmas in Copenhagen. Excited to show this to you guys, and I'm really excited to know Ray as well. I hope you guys will check out the interview I did with him recently and enjoy the song.
Christmas time, Copenhagen, 1996. The weather's been shit for weeks, and everybody's sick. Rain freezing on the window, but this car, it's way too hot. And this train sounds like pneumonia, wheezing from stop to stop, to another station up ahead, with another name I can't pronounce. I just count the times we stop so I know just when to get out into a freezing rain that steals my heart and chills me to the bone. I would have tried to call you, but I can't figure out the phone. Tonight I wish this train ran all the way to Texas and made us stop in Tennessee on a downtown Nashville station where a little green-eyed girl waiting on the platform there for me. Till it steals your heart, you never know just what code is. Tonight I wish this train ran all the way to Texas. From Newport to New Holland, it's 22 city blocks. I can't afford a taxi, so I guess I have to walk. And every door holds a troubadour, his case open at his feet, singing over top the steam grates, trying to catch a little heat. Fingers cut out of his gloves, just so he can play, till it gets so goddamn cold that it don't matter anyway. Knocking on heaven's door in an accent I don't know. Take me home, country roads, I got 16 blocks to go. Tonight I wish this train ran all the way to Texas, made a stop in Tennessee, on the downtown Nashville station, where a little green-eyed girl is waiting on a platform there for me. Until it stops your heart, you'll never know just what cold is. Tonight I wish this train ran all the way to Texas. One last round of Christmas cheer, time to catch the midnight train. 22 city blocks uptown through the cold and freezing rain. I saw a lady on a smoking car in her bright red Christmas dress, her head slumped against the window. She's had a long night too, I guess. I recall that I first saw her when we both were coming in, before the promise of the season had let us down again. When she was getting dressed tonight, she never dreamed she would explain that the only man who brought her home was some stranger on the train. And tonight I wish this train ran all the way to Texas, made a stop in Tennessee, on a downtown Nashville station, where a little green-eyed girl is waiting on the platform there. Till it stops your heart, you'll never know just what cold is. Tonight I wish this train ran all the way to Texas. Ran all the way to Texas.
Christmas in Copenhagen, 1996. Great song. I love Ray Weaver so much. He's such a thrilling storyteller. I just love listening to his stories. I bet you guys can't guess that the word of the year, as chosen by Merriam-Webster Dictionary, this is something they do every single year. The word of the year for 2024 is polarization. I think they nailed that one right on the head. Cool Me, thank you for the 100 bits and the $1 donation here on Twitch. I appreciate you very much. Fubar, thank you for the 48-month resub. And that means we are one person away from a hype train. Yeah, so that'd be cool. A hype train. We haven't had one of those on Tunesday Tuesday. Would really love to see that. But let's move on to the music. Cool Me, welcome to the channel tonight. Have a Merry Christmas to you, sir. And let's get into the music. We have Kopper and Kash. The song is called, it's essentially a cover of If We Make It Through December. And here it is.
If we make it through December, everything's gonna be alright, I know. It's coldest time of winter, and I shiver when I see the falling snow. If we make it through December, got summertime, maybe even California. If we make it through December, we'll be fine. I got laid off down at the factory, and their timing's not the greatest in the world. Heaven knows I've been working hard. Wanted Christmas to be right for Daddy's girl. I don't mean to hate December. It's meant to be a happy time of year. And my little girl don't understand why Daddy can't afford no Christmas here. If we make it through December, everything's gonna be alright, I know. It's the coldest time of winter, and I shiver when I see the falling snow. If we make it through December, got plans to be in a warmer town come summertime, maybe even California. If we make it through December, we'll be fine, maybe even California. If we make it through December, we'll be fine.
Kopper and Kash. The song is called If We Make It Through December. Obviously, huge hit for Merle Haggard. One of my favorite songs as well. I was really excited to see that song requested earlier in the week. So if you didn't know, we sent out I guess a post into our social media realm asking for Christmas songs for tonight's broadcast, and we got a bunch. That's why we are playing more than 15 songs tonight. Thank you guys for the level 4 hype train. Elfie, thank you for the 1,000 bits $10 donation. Fubar, thank you for the 20 cent or 20-bit donation. 10 gifted subs from Anonymous. I'm almost positive I know who that was as well. Thank you as well. And, of course, Cool Me with the 100-bit or $1 donation. And Fubar with the 48-month or 4-year resubbery. Thank you guys so much. If you guys are wondering who I'm talking to and you're out there in the world of YouTube in the future, we are live on this show every single Tuesday at 8 p.m., and we would love to have you aboard. So come check us out on the Twitch. We are going to get back into the music now with a friend of mine named Jason Solly. He'll be on my podcast in a few weeks, actually, with his band Eve's Road. But this is his producer project. This is called Sikmanofasia. We did have a song of his on last week, but this is his version of Carol of the Bells. Enjoy. That's Sikmanofasia, Carol of the Bells. Another awesome job by him. I love the stuff he does, man. It's so cool. You guys should definitely check him out as well. Sikmanofasia. Guys, a girl who pretended to be her dead twin every single holiday finally told Grandma, but she waited until her deathbed. That's right. She nearly took this secret to the grave. Annie New, a lifestyle influencer who admitted she'd been playing the part of her dead twin to protect her grandparents' feelings, has revealed she finally told some of her in-the-dark family members the truth, and with very little time to spare. You finally told your family that your twin sister passed away 5 years ago, and they took down every single family photo that had her in it, she wrote on a viral TikTok video posted this week, which has amassed 4.4 million views. Now, in a subsequent video, she explained that the ghoulish, Parent Trap-esque ruse of hiding the news from extended family was her dad's idea, and that they managed to keep the guilty secret until her grandma was on her deathbed this year. I think it's because he didn't want to withhold this information, but he also didn't want to cause them any heartbreak, she explained. And God forbid they are 92 and something happens. So out of fear that the bad news might kill her grandparents, every holiday, New had pretended to be her twin, who died from viral meningitis years ago, to keep up the ruse. To this day, her grandpa has no clue. Other family members handled the news rather badly. Imagine they did. I imagine they did. Guys, let's get into another great song. This is called Wishin' for Christmas by Kimberly Dawn. Y'all enjoy.
Soon as the last gift's opened up, and I've collected my last hug, and the ribbons and the bows are still there on the ground, before the stockings get unhung, the popcorn is unstrung, and the tinsel on the tree starts coming down. I'm wishing for Christmas, anticipating future smiles, making my wish list like it's going out of style. 365 more days to go. Cocoa in my cup's not even cold, and I'm wishing for Christmas. To the twinkling of the lights, I'm just not ready for the snow to melt away. Why does the season have to end? I'm holding my breath till it comes back again. Funny how I miss it even before it fades. I'm wishing for Christmas, anticipating future smiles, making my wish list like it's going out of style. 365 more days to go. The cocoa in my cup's not even cold, and I'm wishing for Christmas. I'm wishing for Christmas. Wishing for Christmas, anticipating future smiles, making my wish list like it's going out of style. 365 more days to go. The cocoa in my cup's not even cold, and I'm wishing for Christmas.
Here's a cool little story that I just found. Basically, a group of people who met at a local pub have released a new Christmas song every single year for 10 years in a row. That's pretty cool. A group of people who met at their local pub have released a Christmas single for the 10th year in a row. They are called the Bell Drinkers, who met at the Five Bells in Chelsfield, Greater London in the UK, have been creating an annual festive tune together every single year since 2015. Dozens of pub goers, even those who quote-unquote can't carry a tune in a bucket, sing over a backing track which has been created by various local musicians. Dave Griffiths and Lester Barnes, who head up the project, say it has only grown in size since it began, with at least 60 people collaborating on their latest single called Another Song, Another Christmas. Seems pretty apt. Let's get back into another song for this Christmas. This is Danny Kensy. The song is called Santa's on a Boogie Board.
Soaking up the sun, just minding my own. Seaside sipping on chill Patron. When my eyes caught something on the tip of the waves, I dropped my drink and took a double take. I sprung to my feet saying, oh my Lord, Santa's on a boogie board. Bright red shorts and a beard for days, rosy red cheeks that were hard to mistake. 4 little L's that were trailing along. I never seen a teeny weeny mini thong. First time for everything, that's for sure. Santa's on a boogie board. Ho ho ho, Santa go go go. Ho ho ho, Santa go go go. I ain't ever seen a boat of jet and move like that, shaking and baking, making a splash, tearing up the white cap. Santa's on a boogie board. Watching from the shoreline ain't no fun, so the big man said, y'all come give it a run. Here's a bunch of boards that I made myself. Let's catch a good wave and ride it on out. We'll be waking up tired Christmas morn, thanking Santa for the boogie boards. Ho ho ho, Santa go go go. Ho ho ho, Santa go go go. I ain't ever seen a boat of jet move like that, shaking and baking, making a splash, tearing up the white cap. Santa's on a boogie board. Driving the bottom turn, Santa's throwing out inverts, aerial front flip. Man, that guy's really hip, serving south, serving north. Yeah, one thing's for sure, Santa's on a boogie board. Go, go, go. Ho, ho, ho. Santa, go, go, go. I ain't ever seen a boat of jet move like that, shaking and baking, making a splash, tearing up the white cap. Santa's on a boogie board. Yeah, tearing up the white caps. Santa's on a boogie board.
Danny Kensy, Santa's on a Boogie Board. What a great song. I actually enjoyed that one very, very much. Love the song Danny Kensy on Tunesday Tuesday. Guys, I like to give pointers on this show, and this one is pretty funny. Making a cow sound on the toilet can actually help you poop. According to a doctor, this is actually true. If you're struggling with constipation and straining, then this is one pooping hack that actually works. Dr. Karen Rangarajan, also known as Dr. Karen Rajan, recently said on TikTok, Rangarajan suggests 3 gentler forms of the Valsalva maneuver, a breathing exercise that involves forcefully exhaling while your mouth and nose are closed, increasing pressure within the chest and abdomen. The extra intra-abdominal pressure helps stool move through the colon. You're controlling the exhalation phase of breathing, which activates your vagus nerve, Rangarajan said. This means more wave-like contractions of your intestines and a good poop coming to a toilet near you. The vagus nerve, which is the longest cranial nerve, plays a crucial role in vital functions like breathing, heart rate, and digestion. The nerve is also a key component in the gut-brain axis, the complicated network of nerves that link the gastrointestinal tract and the central nervous system. Rangarajan said that while the 3 diaphragmatic breathing techniques sound silly, they can strengthen that gut-brain connection. This helps you avoid straining by making sure your pelvic floor muscles are more coordinated, both in contraction and relaxation, Rangarajan added, and your rectum will thank you later when you don't get hemorrhoids. I'm sure it will. I would expect that in handwritten form, by the way, just so we're clear. Rectum, take notes. I'm surprised this isn't common knowledge, Rangarajan told his 5.3 million TikTok followers. The TikTok users were utterly divided in the comments. Tried the moo sound, not a great option at the office bathrooms, one person penned. Tried this trick this morning and it actually worked. No more straining for me. Who knew blowing bubbles could be so helpful, another shared. Blowing your nose while sitting on the toilet does the same thing too, a third advised. Unbelievable stuff you guys are going to find on TikTok. We should definitely ban that app. Back into the music. Let's get into a song from a friend of mine. This is a band in Dallas, Texas. They're called Against All Odds. My buddy Ariel is their front person. And this song is called I Want to Feel Home for Christmas. Y'all check it out.
I don't want snow. I don't want mistletoe. I don't want bells that ring, or red and green, or lights that gleam on a Christmas tree. I don't want presents. I just wanna be present. The memories that'll fade to dreams, like you and me when the world was glittery. I wanna feel home for Christmas. Wanna bask in the warmth and glow of my family, the love they bring, of every pet and friend that I had to leave. My parents are getting grayer, and I know no one lives forever. But if I could want just one thing, I wanna feel the home Christmas used to be. I don't want chestnuts, I don't want caroling. Don't get me wrong, but there's no Christmas song that'll lift me up since you have gone. And I don't want holly, and you can tell old Saint Nick he can bring me cold, but what he doesn't know is Christmas sucks when you're getting old. Wanna feel home for Christmas, wanna bask in the warmth and glow. My family, the love they bring, of every pet and friend that I had to leave. My parents are getting grayer, and I know no one lives forever. But if I could want just one thing, I wanna some memories that'll fade to dreams. I just wanna feel the home Christmas used to be.
Against all odds, I want to feel home for Christmas. Right here on Tunesday Tuesday. Thank you so much for requesting that song out there. Appreciate it very much. And yeah, do you guys want to be home for Christmas? What do you guys have planned out there for Christmas? Let me know in the chat. I think we're just going to stay home and chill and veg and watch some football and maybe eat some stuff. Who knows? Who knows, right? But yeah, we have a couple of songs left this evening. The next one is a pretty exciting one for me because Robert Ellis Oral, who is the writer of this song, is going to be on my podcast in 2025. And he has some cuts by Taylor Swift. He co-produced Taylor Swift's first record way back in the day. Yes, it is live, Chris. Yep. And so, yes, this guy is a phenomenal songwriter, and this song is called Christmas Without You. Hope you guys enjoy it. Here is Robert Ellis Oral.
Christmas tree, angel watching over from above, presents wrapped in pretty red ribbon, silver bows and candy canes, signed from me to you with all my love. But there's no Christmas spirit, 'cause I'm here by myself. You're under the mistletoe with someone else. I still hear those sleigh bells ringing, hark the herald angels singing, but Christmas just ain't Christmas without you. I could only get one present when Santa lands up on top of my roof. I ask him nice to bring you back to me, but something tells me he ain't coming, 'cause Santa knows how I made you cry. But if you'd both give me one chance, you'd see I'd rather get my stocking filled to the top with coal than know that you're there with him while I'm all alone. I still hear those sleigh bells ringing, hark the herald angels singing, but Christmas just ain't Christmas without
Yeah, that's Robert Ellis, Oral Christmas Without You. Fantastic songwriter. Can't wait to chat with him in a few weeks. I think we'll be talking in February, actually. And it's going to be an awesome conversation. Can't wait for that to happen. Guys, we are down to our final two songs, and we have come to our TikTok find of the week. Every single week here on Tunesday Tuesday, we share at least one song. I say at least. We share one song from a band or artist that I found or was introduced to through my TikTok algorithm. Okay? And that is this song for this week. And yes, it is a Christmas song. This is Orion's Reign with a cover version of Feliz Navidad. Y'all check it out.
Feliz Navidad, Feliz Navidad, Feliz Navidad, from the bottom of my heart.
Feliz
Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas from the bottom of my heart. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas from the bottom of my heart. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas from the bottom of my heart.
Orion's Reign, Feliz Navidad, right here on Tunesday Tuesday. That is our TikTok find of the week. What an absolute ridiculous song, bro. Just ridiculous. Oh my gosh. Love it, love it, love it. Guys, thank you guys so much for tuning in. We are down to our last song this week. And our last song this week is not the number one song in Texas, because the number one song in Texas is not a Christmas song, and it is a repeat from last week, second week number one for Hudson Westbrook. So we're not going to play the same song 2 weeks in a row. Instead, we're going to play Aaron Marlowe, Do You Hear What I Hear, to wrap up the show, and then come back after the song, and we'll talk a little bit about next week's show.
Said the night wind to the little lamb, do you see what I see? Do you see what I see? Way up in the sky, little lamb, do you see what I see? Do you see what I see? A star, dancing in the night with a tail as big as a kite. With a tail as big as a kite. Said the little lamb to the shepherd boy, do you hear what I hear? Do you hear what I hear? Ringing through the sky, shepherd boy, do you hear what I hear? Do you hear what I hear? A song, high above the trees, with a voice as big as the sea. With a voice as big as the sea. Said the shepherd boy to the mighty king, do you know what I know? Do you know what I know? In your palace warm, mighty king, do you know what I know? Do you know what I know? A child shivers in the cold. Let us bring him silver and gold. Let us bring him silver and gold. Said the king to the people everywhere, listen to what I say. Pray for peace, people everywhere. Listen to what I say. The child, sleeping in the night, he will bring us goodness and light. He will bring us goodness and light.
That is Do You Hear What I Hear from Aaron Marlowe, and that is the 22nd song that we have played tonight. Just a phenomenal night of music. Enjoyed it very, very much. My new go-to Christmas movie is now Terrifier 3. I'm not sure what that is. It sounds like a horror movie. which doesn't surprise me with you, Cool Me. I'll have to check it out. I want to recap all the support you guys gave tonight. I love you guys so much. Cool Me with the 100 bits. Fubar with the 4-year resub. Two of my best friends in the whole world. I love you both. Anonymous Gifter, I know that was you, Elfie, another one of my best friends. I love you as well, big time. 12 gifted subs. Fubar with 20 bits. Dark Elf with 1,000 bits. Level 4, 92% hype train. I love you guys so much. This show right here means a lot to me. I'm looking forward to keep doing this every week. I enjoy doing it. I love sharing new music with everybody. I love the fact that we can have a songwriter on here every week. I hope we can keep that up. It will be difficult. Challenge accepted. I'm going to try. And I'm really excited about that. If you are watching on YouTube in the future, you can email me at thebostonchrisshow@gmail.com if you would like to be a guest on the show, if you're a songwriter. All you need is a good internet connection, a device that has a camera, speakers, and a microphone, and a radio-ready single, essentially, that's somewhat new. It has to be within the last year or so. Obviously, tonight with the Christmas music, there were a few songs that were a little bit older than that, but we are going to try to keep it to new music going forward. And, of course, you can also use that email if you would like to request a song to be played on a future episode of this show. I'd love to hear from y'all. But, yeah, that, again, is thebostonchrisshow@gmail.com. Appreciate y'all. And, yeah, make sure you check out all of the links in the description below, including to my special guest tonight, Jon Brennan. We're going to put his webpage down there. We're going to put a link to his podcast down there as well. If I can... I just need to figure out which platforms it's on and which one we want to share. Again, his brand new world premiere of his single tonight was called Tell Me That There Ain't a God. Really excited about that song. Can't wait to see the video as well. Jon, thank you for helping me out. Last minute replacement. As for next week, I currently don't have an artist or songwriter scheduled for next Tuesday's show. I did have one, but they found a gig for New Year's Eve, which is obviously a great thing for that artist, and I don't hold any ill will towards that person at all, but that means I am looking for somebody, and I will try to find somebody. If not, we will still be live here next Tuesday at 8 p.m., and every Tuesday at 8 p.m. with some music. Guest or not, we will still be here, so I appreciate y'all.